We can use hook, use mem to echo some behaviors based on other values changing. First, let's create a use state hook. Let's give it a name counter equal to use state. Let's pass the initial value 0 to this hook. Let's create a callback. Give it a name increase equal to block. Let's call the colon to create a new counter equal to counter the colon. Let's create a callback. Callback from move underscore. In this closure, we will increase this counter's value by 1. So counter the site. We dereference this counter to get its value and plus 1. Let's create a use mem hook. Let's give it a name mem counter equal to, let's create a new block. And let's also colon this counter equal to counter the colon. Let's call this use mem hook. In this hook, first argument is a dependency, and the second argument is a closure. So when the first argument dependency's value change, then it will fire the second argument this closure. So let's pass this counter's value as the first argument. We need to dereference this counter to get the value. Then let's create a closure. Let's add a move keyword. In this word callbar, let's add an underscore. And in this closure body, let's return counter's value times 2. In HTML, first let's create a h1 tag. Let's render this counter's value. Let's close this h1 tag. Then let's create a button. Let's add a onClick event equal to increase. Let's render plus 1. Let's close this button. Then let's add a h2 tag. Let's render this mem counter's value. So dereference is mem counter. Let's close this h2 tag. Here we get an error. Its onClick event should be onClick. Let's go to the web browser. You can see it will show the counter's value and the mem counter's value. Let's click this button. When we click this button, it will increase this counter's value by 1. This mem counter's value will be the twice time as this counter's value. So when we click this onClick event, it will fire this callback, and this callback will increase this counter's value by 1. And because this counter's value change, so it will fire this closure in this use mem. It will multiply this counter's value by 2. This is about use mem hook. Hope see you next time.